rappers. If I send the dressers, they gon' come in straight.
What's good? It's your boys Deuce, Teddy, and LaQuare reporting with the facts, opinions, and BS straight from the top of the key. What's good?
What's up, fellas?
What's up? What's up?
And you know, a little this, a little that.
Shout out to our winner of our sweepstakes. Hoping they ain't spend all that money in one place.
On me. On me. Brainstorming the next one. And some of these are going to be some questions, such as like, what do you predict? And whoever make the most accurate prediction could be it. Or it could be like, hey, what went down in episode 4? And so you really gonna have to go and see what happened in episode 4 for you to be able to answer the question.
All-Star Game MVP.
You said what?
All-Star Game MVP.
All-Star Game. That's the next one.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say, and it ain't gonna always be cash. It may be an item, you know. Maybe an item, a gift card, a service. Who knows? What we gonna do? Whatever ideas y'all have, y'all let us know.
Yeah, what y'all want? Put that in the comments. Stuff y'all want to see. Well, we all know everybody want cash. But what else can we do? What else can we give y'all for following and supporting?
But on me. So what you got for us today, player?
Well, we gotta start off with your boy, Quill's boy, Ja Morant.
Ja.
Put a target on his back. They be getting spanked left and right since he opened his mouth.
Yeah.
He putting up decent numbers scoring wise, but
so
lose to the Suns without a Devin Booker.
So you saying that Ja put a target on the West? I mean, put a target on the Grizzlies
back. Yeah.
I told y'all that was gonna happen. I told you when in history, and you're gonna have to date back, and I imagine there was a time where it happened. But when do you recall people saying, "Yeah, the West weak"? We all know they said the East weak for years. Then a decade, they like, "Yeah, the East weak." You get the number 2 team.
That's why they discredit LeBron.
So, and you know, you get the number 1, number 2 team, and then everybody else in the East week. But as far as the West, nah. So I said from the beginning, like when he made that statement, the West is gonna respond. And at the beginning of the season, we talked about how the Grizzlies were going to be treated differently this year because last year people were like, oh, no Ja, no problem. Then they seen that, oh, no Ja, it's a hell of a problem because you don't know who going to do what. And then they seen that them boys was really about that action. So this year, like Draymond said, people not going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt, whether Ja there or not. We're going to be ready to punch you in your mouth. And that's what was happening. And then Ja and them caught a groove, started getting healthier, started winning, and Ja got the bump in them gums, and he potentially wrote a check that his ass can't cash. Now, I ain't saying that he's not going to try to cash those checks. He going to try to cash those checks, but he may not be able to. As you've seen in the last game, they lost an away game in the house of San Francisco. Our boys was good, Quill was good. They lost, to the Dubs, no Steph. No wigs. I mean, what do you think of that loss, Quill? Is that like, hey, or is that like, yeah, I expected to lose? What do you think?
I don't really think too much of it. When they number 2 player, Desmond Bain, just coming back from missing 17 games or missing 23 games after playing 17 games. So when Bain's giving you 10, 11 points after being in an all-star form at the beginning of the year, I don't really think too much of it. Especially after you put a target on your back. It don't matter if a team we get when we win championships, the worst team in the league beat us by 10 because we got a target on our back. So we know what that comes with it. It don't matter if they're healthy or not, or as talented or as us or not. They're giving us their best punch. And when you say something, they're gonna give you your best punch. None of them stopped Ja Morant, and he still put up the same Ja Morant numbers. It's just the rest of his team got to come along for the ride now. And as they get fully healthy, his number 2 get fully healthy. Jaren Jackson get back in the groove of playing basketball like he in the NBA. They'll be fine. Because as you just said, with Ja or without Ja, the rest of the guys usually can hoop. And when the rest of the guys job and hooping, the rest of the guys ain't showed up. So as they get back good, they'll be straight. Both games, Josh showed up too.
Yeah, 30+ points. Yeah, but two losses back to back.
Yeah. Against teams that without Steph, the Warriors should be a great team. Without Booker, they should be a good team. With Draymond, Poole,
but they missing a lot more than just Booker though.
With Draymond, Poole, and Clay, you should be able to get a win still. So, yeah, Josh should have went out there and won those games. You should have done that after saying that too. So
you
I feel you, bro. And Ted, I feel like you're on the same wave I'm on. Bro, you made that statement and you lost to two teams that are far away from healthy. So yeah, Desmond Bain is coming back. We see good games, we see bad games. It's like with Clay. You see good games, you see bad games. But at the end of the day, you can't ignore it. They don't have their best player on the team. They don't have arguably the second or maybe the third best player on the team. And then you go to the Suns, they don't have one of their defensive anchors, one of their bench, two of their bench, facilitating
but he ain't been here all year, though. He haven't played a dribble, though. One of their players haven't played a dribble, so.
And they don't have the best player on their team. So you can't ignore the fact that those teams don't have the best players on their team and other pivotal pieces. That's what we're saying. Like, yes, Desmond Bain came back, but he's one piece to that entire team. The rest of the team is still there. So, yeah, Desmond Bain, he going to come and he going to play. That ain't his first game back. He didn't play games before. He produced. Like I say, you see him. It's the waves of coming back. You got a good game, you don't. But a part of that, you got to think. But you got to think. A part of that, the roller coaster ride, you can contribute to the way that the Warriors played. So I'm saying the West is responding to you, Ja. So we're going to keep a scope on you, Ja, because you put a target on your back. And then there's nothing wrong. Winning the championship puts a target on your back. There's nothing wrong with that, but you got to be able to back it up. That's all I'm saying. And I know you feel the same way, Quill. I know you feel the same way. You got to.
Like but I'm also talking about a team that's going to finish 1 or 2 in the West. So I'm not really worried about it.
Yeah,
we're talking about a team that when at the end of this, they're going to beat most of the teams in the West. They're going to beat most of the teams. They're going to finish 1 or 2 with the record. Like, we're not talking about a team that's going, because of what he said, they're going to slide to the 8th.
Because even when you talk about Jared Jackson, Jared Jackson wasn't.
And they getting smacked by everybody all year. That's not going to happen.
But Jared Jackson wasn't a factor because he was in foul trouble. Yeah, so. Hey.
But I think we're not talking about a team that's like this right here. We're from the season destruction of the men. You're not going to see the destruction.
You're going to see the West.
They're going to win these games, and the way he felt.
That's what I think.
He's going to end the season 1 or 2 in the West. What he said, with the same way, like they giving their best. We're still going to end 1 or 2 in the West. What he was saying, we're not fearing them, knowing that I'm still going to end 1 or 2 in the West. That's exactly how he felt.
Yeah, he felt that way, but because he put that
even right now with them 2 games,
it may make his job that much harder.
And it's like, okay, we're still gonna go run these rest of these up. We're gonna win 1 or 2 in the West. I'm really only worried about them right now. That's all I can see right now. I don't even know when stuff coming back. I don't know none of it.
Mid January, hopefully.
Ain't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm looking at the healthy teams.
Yep.
What you say, Ted?
I think Ja, you gonna make it harder for himself. Make it harder for his team. Just play ball. Just let the ball do the talking.
Yeah, just play ball.
They gonna be on you, like you said. They gonna be on you.
They definitely gonna. And
you don't need that. You don't need every team.
Because when you come,
it's gonna make it. If they come out
playoffs, they're gonna be tired. They're gonna be
everybody. You done took everybody best whatever right now, and your team ain't got ready right now. We ain't gotta wait for the playoffs.
They're not gonna have nothing left to give.
What you mean?
They're not gonna have nothing left to give.
Look,
they still gotta play the Hornets. They still gotta play. They still gotta play the Spurs.
But you playing.
They still
Spurs that's gonna come out and give you everything.
That's fine.
Like
so
it's
are the
NBA
Warriors.
championship.
So are the defending champions.
So this
are the Celtics. Everywhere the Celtics go, They are too.
So this
They
what
may
we gonna
sit
do.
Everywhere Giannis go, even what they say it or not, what I'm saying is the top teams get this every night.
So look, this what we're gonna do.
The
This
top
gonna be
teams,
something. Like I
they
said,
get this
this
every night. Him
like I
putting
said,
himself in
this
that
something we're gonna
conversation,
keep a
that's
scope
fine.
on. This something we're
That's
gonna keep a
fine.
scope
That's what
on.
I'm
We're gonna
saying. If you want to be one of them teams, you need that.
just like we've been watching Ben Simmons, just like we've been watching KD, just like we've been watching the Dallas Mavericks. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna keep our eye on the Memphis Grizzlies.
All
We're
of
gonna
them,
come back and
but this
visit this,
Memphis
and we're gonna
Grizzlies have
see.
this team has been, they already was 1
We
or 2
gonna
in the
see.
West when he said it. The
And
last
they
years
dropped
they've been 1 and 2 in the, you talk about 2 games.
Yeah, but we're
We
gonna
talk
see.
about
You
2
see how
games that
tight it
they
is,
lost.
though. You see how tight the West
You're right.
is. You lost them 2 games. You drop all the way down to the 5th seed, and
That's
they only
cool.
1 game ahead of us.
And you're gonna get right back to playing basketball. You still gotta play the Hornets. You still gotta play basketball. It's not like y'all haven't. It's not like y'all didn't come out in the beginning of this year and have to play Luka and them already.
He gonna be like, "What, John?"
A lot of the reason he feel that way is because they already played these teams once or twice already too. So yeah, these last games we might have lost to them.
I know
This
before
other
he made
game we
that
might have lost to
statement.
them, but yeah, I feel this way because we already
Before
smacked
he
y'all
made that
already.
statement, he ain't seen my team. I know that.
We already smacked y'all. Like some of y'all, we already smacked y'all already. Yeah, come give us y'all best now because we already.
And then didn't they lose to
you
the
want to win
Mavs?
game 2 anyway. You want to win the second game anyway.
So he ain't running through the West like that, bro. Hey, transition us, bro. We gonna come back to this, bro. We'll come. All I'm saying at the end of the day, good or bad or indifferent, the West gonna respond, and that's what I said before they lost these 2 games.
That's gonna be good.
So go ahead, transition us, bro.
Man, let's talk about.
Because when they win,
Talk
it's gonna be
about
good.
them crazy numbers Luka did. I mean, we got some other good numbers.
No, we're gonna jump straight,
NBA.
bro. We're gonna jump straight. We're gonna talk about Jokic. I know Ted, he really excited. You know what I'm saying? He want to jump straight to Luka, and it's reasonable. It's crazy. I watched the game, I seen it live, and I'll talk about it later. But we're gonna go to the first set of crazy numbers. So let me go ahead and preview this for you. It's our first set of crazy numbers right here. Talking about Nikola Jokic. Crazy numbers. You get him. Look at this. 40, 27 points, 11 assists, 2 steals. And I remember during this game, we've been talking about triple-double machines all season, right? Even more so lately. And we asked ourselves, can Luka give us something similar to this? We had that conversation. But as you continue to look, he got a 13, 13, and 13. That's cool. 29, 8, 11, cool. 41, 15, and 15. That's the dude been balling. So whether he know it or not, he watching us. He listening to us. He heard when y'all said he ain't deserved an MVP. And dude has done nothing but prove y'all wrong since then. So you talk about historic basketball. You talk about can he go 3 MVPs in a row. These are the numbers that will help keep him in that conversation. This is why he's in the top 3 for the MVP. He made his case because y'all doubted. Now, what my boy Ted is excited for.
I didn't even know he had that 27 rebound game.
Yeah, that's the one we said, can Luka give you numbers like this? And Luka responded. He watched the show. He got 50 and 10. The 50 that's the crazy, and 10, that's cool, but we're going to go straight to here. 60, 21, 10, 1 with 2 steals. Crazy numbers. Crazy numbers. And you got to take your hat off. You got to show respect. This is the first player in NBA history, the 75 years in NBA history that's ever done this. 60-point triple-double, 20 rebounds, 10 assists. And he only had 4 turnovers out of all of them 10 assists and rebounds and points. That's crazy. That's respect. That's respect.
Luka been balling too.
So we gotta acknowledge that. Unfortunately, it's not gonna put him number 1 MVP. But it will keep his name alive in the MVP race. And we talked about December being a difficult month for the Mavs, and the Mavs are holding their own in December. Now we'll go back to that Knicks game. Tom Thibodeau, trash. Not your career as a coach, but that game as a coach. Maybe other games, but I'm talking about this game specifically. Because number one, well, before we get into Tom Thibodeau, I can't get that excited about that game. Jalen Brunson didn't play. RJ Barrett didn't play. They had other people that didn't play. So when I look at that game, Julius Randle, crazy rebounds. Yep. Mitchell Robinson, crazy rebounds. They had 50+ rebounds. I think the Mavs only had like 30-some rebounds that night. But them 2 rebounds Luka gave you at the end were about the 2 most important rebounds of that game. You would have thought the rebound battle was close. So Luka having that game against the skeleton crew of the Knicks, it's still a good game. We cannot take away from that type of triple-double. But I'm just like, okay. But it comes down to coaching.
Shouldn't have had those numbers.
No. That's what I'm saying. You can never take away from those numbers. Never take away from those numbers because you still got to go out there and do it regardless who you playing against. Everybody on that team is in the NBA at the end of the day, regardless who you playing against. But Tom Thibodeau, Cam Reddish, where's he? I'm sure Cam Reddish could have helped you. 6'8", 6'9" Cam Reddish. You had a barely 6'4", a barely 6'3", and a barely 6 foot. 6-footer out there with your 2, Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson. The closing seconds of the game, did you not learn from when Tim Duncan wasn't on the floor and they didn't get the rebound? They kicked it and the Heat got the ball and kicked it to Ray Allen to send it to Game 7 and beat the Spurs in the finals? Did you not learn? Put your rebounders on the floor, fool. And you didn't. And Luka didn't just get 1, but he got 2 crazy rebounds that led to crazy tips. Do y'all play tips where you from, Luka? Because you look like you a pro, bro. You look like a pro. I'm going to let you go and do your – I know you want to talk, Teddy. This is your moment. Hey, go and talk your talk. You should be proud of your boy.
Nah, it's just – it shouldn't happen. You know, we being down by 9 or so with 30-something seconds, them not being able to close out like that. Them letting Luka get to the hole with ease, them letting Luka tip the ball and just jump up and throw it in there. Like, bruh. Shout out to Luka, though, for what he did. But it's like, shame on you, Knicks. It's like, y'all just, even without y'all best players, you got your star player, but even without your core players, y'all was still beating us. Y'all was beating us. We was playing catch up a lot of the time. We had to catch up. Y'all had the game won.
But that's the story of the Knicks. They up big often, and they fizz out.
Y'all allowed that man to get that historic night. Like, he was gonna have a 50-point night regardless. He was gonna have a 10 assists regardless. But you let him get crossed over the 20 mark with the rebounds, let him cross over to get to the 60 with the points, is because y'all played sloppy basketball. Y'all sitting there looking like, dang, y'all sitting there watching Luka. Y'all supposed to be playing against Luka. Y'all sitting there watching this man just go off, just having his way with y'all. And I'm like, man, I'm sitting there like, wow. Yeah, crazy. So
Luka had 21 rebounds because RJ Barrett and Jalen Brunson didn't play basketball.
Talk that talk. Now I ask you a question, Quill, before you go too deep into it and you break my man heart. So, do you think they took the approach of, we're going to let Luka do what he do? Luka going to score, that's fine. We're going to make sure his supporting cast, because you look at, nobody did anything on the bench. So do you think the Knicks took that approach? We're going to stop everybody else. Luka going to have to beat us by himself, because oftentimes one person can't beat a team. Do you think this is the result of that? We're going to let Luka beat us? Like, Luka going to have to be the one that propels them to a win by himself?
Yeah, it was that, but it also was Luka winning one game.
That's the Mavericks period, though.
Luka, no, I'm not talking about winning. I'm talking about them numbers, like 60 points. Because you got to think, 20 rebounds. He should have had a lot more assists with 20 rebounds.
But at the same time, RJ Barrett played 1 minute of the game. Jalen Brunson didn't play any minute of the game.
Facts.
So where was Luka when the shots were going up? He wasn't guarding nobody on the perimeter. He was 1 foot in the paint.
Yeah.
90% of the time, he's not guarding nobody shooting the ball. He's not guarding. Ain't no Jalen Brunson.
But the style that Luka plays is, he's not a go-getter rebound. He just beat her at the right spot at the right time.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're guarding Jalen Brunson,
Luka don't guard nobody really.
But no, I'm saying if he's on the floor, you can't just have 1 foot in the paint.
Luka ain't gonna be out there chasing him.
RJ Barrett's if both of them are on the floor, he got to guard one of them. So he's not going to have just 1 foot sitting back in the paint.
That's the
And
style that he played though. Like he's extremely
so
lazy on defense.
So when your style of scoring goes from Julius Randle, RJ Barrett on the wing giving you 16, and Jalen Brunson on the wing giving you 16, and most of your scoring starts to come from the paint, then now we can all just stand. I'm 6'7". I got a foot in all y'all scoring coming from down here. It's only one person hitting threes out there.
So basically, what he's saying is they had no true perimeter threat. So he was able to pinch in. He able to pinch in and be more present around that rim for those rebounds. That's what he's saying.
And it's more rebounds going up because Mitchell Robinson and Jalen and Julius Randle are the ones shooting the ball now. They back. So if our center is Christian Woods, who the next biggest person on our team?
Luka.
So if he got to guard Julius and Julius miss a shot, I ain't guarding. Ain't nobody on the wing a threat. Y'all trash. The rest of y'all are garbage out here. Ain't no Jalen Brunson kick out for a three. Ain't no RJ Barrett pull-ups coming.
And that's the other thing when I talk about Thibodeau. But so you had Grimes. Closing seconds of the game. Grimes had the ball. A veteran. You calling a timeout. You swinging. You know what I'm saying? You ain't throwing the balls, but you swinging, making it hard for them to grab the ball. Grimes was cool. He was licking his lips. He had the ball. They tied him up. Jump ball. I said, that is a rookie mistake. That is a young player mistake. A veteran would have handled that differently. You don't just let them waltz up to you and put you in the jump ball. They need to foul you. You need to put them in a position where you're going to get points regardless, whether I go to the free throw line or we make a play, but not going to a jump ball. So it was like rookie plays like that. And then I personally feel like you needed to lean more on your veteran Derrick Rose. People may feel differently about that. I feel like you could have leaned more on Derrick Rose. I feel like he would have known more what to do. If you think about the other games, like when they were going against the 76ers, who was taking the ball out in the closing minutes of that close game? Derrick Rose. He was on that court. Why not have him on the court that game? You need that veteran leadership, and that showed a lack of leadership. It showed a lack of fucking coaching. It showed a lack of skills, knowledge, all of that stuff. Y'all blew that game. Blew the game. But hats off to Luka for closing in, because it takes one hell of a player to do that.
But yeah, we gotta think like if he got the rest. So on offense, you can't do nothing with him. On offense, if I'm resting on defense, because I ain't got nobody going in my neck, ain't nobody shooting no threes on me. I'm just sitting here waiting on the rebound, grab the ball. By the time I grab the ball, I'm coming down your throat. Like, and that's what he did all night. Like all night long, Luka was he only shot 6 threes. Usually a game he shoots 60, he hit 2 or 6. His shots came from
all around the paint.
Around the paint and free throws. But I'm coming at your neck. Like I don't believe in y'all two centers. Julius and Mitchell, I don't believe in y'all.
So for you, Teddy, this is a question for you before we transition to the next portion of this pod. So do you believe that Luka didn't know he had 60? Or you think that's all for sure?
He knew.
He knew. I think
he knew.
He would.
Not because the coaches on the bench be telling these guys what they got and what they can go for. He knew.
It's cat when they be. I didn't know. I had 60. Like stop.
He knew, bro. He was in some historic grade. That's why you saw him jumping up like a little kid.
Exactly.
He knew what was going on. He knew what was going on. He knew he was. I'm finna do something with this.
So we call blue cap.
Yeah. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. When you chasing history, people know. We see it. Yeah. Speaking of history, we got 2 old players in the NBA, KD and LeBron. So what y'all think about them not guarding the 1 to 3 best options on the other team? Why you think that is?
I miss those days when we used to see LeBron go out there and guard somebody. When people used to talk about LeBron defensively, I say nowadays you can't mention LeBron in the defensive conversation. He don't play defense.
It's old age.
He be around doing this a lot of times, and you see him just stand there. He at the 5 and whenever got an easy layup, and he just sitting there and he's looking at everybody else like, you expecting me to do it? I gotta play at the other end.
He plays center field.
Man, look, it's at the end of the day, we all know what LeBron wants. He has 2 goals in mind. One is to get that scoring title because he's never going to beat MJ in the title race. So he got to get the scoring title. And two, he wants to play ball with his son. So he has to preserve himself.
But this isn't
to
even
play ball with his
specific.
son.
This isn't even specific to
His-
them. It's players of that caliber guarding players of similar calibers.
But
He not doing that no more.
That's why I said it's not
gone.
specific to LeBron. It's players of that caliber.
But you see tonight, Giannis, not tonight. Well, tonight, Anthony Edwards guarded Zion. Zion guarded Anthony Edwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Those players.
Giannis guarded Tatum, and Tatum was guarding Giannis.
Yes.
That's because they young, though. These guys
But
are
I was
young.
about to say that.
They're
LeBron
young.
LeBron can't sit in that chair no more.
He's
can't.
old now.
But what about KD?
He has the body to
He
sit
old
in that chair.
too.
They
KD
have
is
the body to
old,
sit in
and
that
then
chair.
his body
Okay.
is old. His body is old.
So
Okay.
they man so much on offense that
They don't care about nothing but scoring. That's all they want to do is
rest
score.
on defense.
So-
That's why he got
still
Ben
be
Simmons.
productive on
So do
offense.
That's
you
what
wanna
Ben
see-
Simmons is for.
Do you want to see Embiid and Jokic guard each other?
Yes.
That's
we need to pay
different though.
attention.
They
No, I
young.
said, do you
they're
want to see
young.
it?
Yeah.
Yes.
We gonna have to wait and see if they guard each other. When I see AD and Embiid, y'all need to guard each other. I'm paying to see y'all guard each other. I don't want to see you go run somewhere else.
But
guard
there's
each
also
other.
coaching schemes too, because you don't want
Yeah.
to really. If you put Embiid on AD and AD on Embiid, one or two moves, you got Embiid in foul trouble early in the
Well,
game.
it don't have to be the whole game, but portions of the game, I want to see y'all clash.
I mean, that's what we pay for.
But the smartest of players, like the smartest of big man, Jokic gonna have somebody in foul trouble.
Yeah.
Like, it's like every game. These people
But this the
gonna
thing
have,
though, when you got a player of that caliber guarding a player of that other caliber, it's like a chess match.
Yes.
It shouldn't be as easy as him to put him in foul trouble because his basketball IQ and skill level
Did
should
you
be
see
on the
Rudy
same
Gobert
level.
get kicked out of the game tonight?
Hey, Rudy Gobert is not on their level. What
He
I'm
is
saying
not.
is
He ain't a three-time
he's
defensive
not
player of the year.
he's not on their level of skill though.
No,
This
he's
is what
not.
we're saying. What we're saying is
respectively, they don't
you got
let that
two
shit
basketball,
slide.
you got
Offense
two
wins.
basketball guys going at it.
Yeah.
You know, we ain't talking about just skill. We talking about basketball IQ. Like these are the best players in the world going at it. It should be a chess match. It shouldn't be that easy. I'm gonna put him in foul trouble. In the first quarter, he got 2 fouls in less than 60 seconds. Like you should be able to move your feet, do what you got to do. We playing chess out there. That's
Look,
what we paying.
Man. This
I'ma
what they
tell you.
arguing with the coach, with the referees.
What I want to see when Luka, baby LeBron from across the sea, the ocean, is over here playing, I want to see LeBron James guard him. I didn't see LeBron James guard Luka one time. I'm seeing Russell Westbrook out there guarding Russell Westbrook old. He too damn small. I see Pat Bev out there. Pat Bev old. He too damn small. And then eventually you seen LeBron come and play help. And when he came and played help, Luka didn't score. And I'm like, okay, well, at least play help on that side then, goddamn me. But I would
LeBron
like
bigger
to
than
see,
Luka. Like,
I would
he
like,
should have been
even
guarded the
when
whole
you think
time.
of Draymond don't be out there guarding anybody anymore for real. He'll guard the bigger dudes, the slower, maybe
bro.
stronger. He not out there, like you used to see Draymond out there guarding Kawhi, LeBron, KD. You ain't gonna see him guard none of them. None of them. And I'm like, what happened, bro? Other than age, what happened?
That's what happened. They old now.
But
That's
even like when
exactly
we talk
what
about
happened.
Ben Simmons, I
Draymond
watch games, I'm
said,
like,
look,
Ben
Kuminga,
Simmons, are you gonna guard
Kuminga.
somebody?
Kuminga he locked Donovan Mitchell down yesterday.
Well, Ben Simmons will guard the bite-sized punches. I'm talking about the full size.
Look, he guarded him. Just because they put him in foul trouble,
Ben Simmons
don't mean
is
he's not
young
guarding
too.
him. He
That's
guarded him.
Yeah, but
that's
he's coming
Ben
back,
Simmons'
yeah.
job though. That's his job.
That's what I'm
His
saying.
job
I
is to
want to
play
see more
defense.
games when he out there going against Luka. He's actually guarding Luka. He's actually guarding Tatum. I want to see those games. I don't want to see where they hiding in the back. Go guard him. Get in foul trouble, young squad.
Yeah, you only see that with the young
KD.
guys.
They're not gonna put KD out there and that. They
All
gonna
right.
they trying to hide and save as much as they can.
Let's transition.
Let's talk about James Harden. Says he would not mind returning to the Rockets. Is this likely, and would it benefit the Rockets?
I
Or
call
hurt
cap.
the Rockets? Why?
I call cap. I think it's entertainment. The NBA always turns into a reality TV series when it's full of drama. I call cap. Now, I mean, it could be forecasting his displeasure in Philly and their lack of talent, and then looking at the Rockets and seeing, or this could be like the LeBron James. Let me go to Miami, then I go back to the Cavs. Now that the Cavs got talent, I'm gonna go back to the Cavs. Now they're target on some people's maps. That could be something there because the Rockets got talent. They got young go-getters out there.
They
So
do.
he ain't really gotta be
But
that. And he can throw it anywhere.
Hey man, this dude, he realized he got Embiid, arguably the best big man in basketball. They not winning. When he was with the Heat and KD and Iron, they ain't win. He with Philly, they ain't winning no championship. He probably got it in his head now. A championship ain't in the books for him. So what he gonna do? He gonna go where he happy living, where he making the most money, and he can get those individual stats. The 3-point, he not gonna be Steph, we know that, but get those 3-point stats, get all that little scoring title, all that, maybe an MVP, maybe. He don't care about an NBA championship no more. Give him the money. Let him go live in Houston where it's nice and warm and the girls is bad and he living his best life, and let him retire in the sunset. He gonna be a better Charles Barkley in a sense. Like,
so Quail, would he benefit the Rockets? Would that acquisition benefit the Rockets?
Yes.
I think that
they got that veteran player.
They have trade acquisition. They have trade.
No, he's gonna be a free agent.
Right.
Oh, free agent. Yeah, he benefit the Rockets.
Look, he gonna be
add James Harden to any team.
Right, but
I think the veteran leader Harden, that they need
is going to slow them. Them boys be gone. I think he will slow them down.
He's not gonna slow down like a.
He can help them play half court ball. Look, he gonna help.
I mean, compared to Jalen Green and Kevin Porter, he gonna slow down.
Kevin Porter, I'm not really. If I'm the Rockets, I'm not too worried about Kevin Porter's. At this point in his age, he's what, 22, 21, 22, 22, 23. He's been in the league a little longer than Jalen Green. If we have a system where we feel like we could win right now with LP, Jalen, Jabari, and we feel like we could win. But people, shout out to LeBron James, because being able to win as a triple-double threat and win a title as a triple-double threat, and the best player on your team is the player that's a triple-double threat, is harder than everyone else realizes now. So building a team around that type of player, and not the 80s, 70s, and 90s way where most teams were built around centers, and not the Warriors way where a team is built around shooters, but winning when your best player is a triple-double guy. Shout out to LeBron for showing he's probably the only one that's done that. He's probably the only one that's done that, where the best player on the team is a triple-double guy. Y'all don't know how to fucking build a team around Luka. Jokic still trying to figure it out. Westbrook was the best.
Hey, don't put Luka in there.
Even James Harden at one point in time was like walking triple-double.
Don't put Luka in there.
Everything to build around.
Your argument is trash.
Where the best player on the team is a triple-double threat. Shout out to he's special. Because he's one of the only players that has won. While the best player on the team is the most.
That's the reason he's in the argument for being the GOAT.
You don't have too many.
In an argument.
It's hard to build a team around that
guy. But bringing it back to James Harden, you think he should go?
I think he should stay where he is.
For what?
But if you look at it, you look at the Rockets roster versus the 76ers roster, you think is, and the 76ers is James Harden, is Joel Embiid, and then it's Maxey. You may mention Tobias Harris, but then beyond, and they all start. Beyond that, you like, who else do we fucking got? On the Rockets, look, that's a team with no superstar, but they're flashy, they're exciting, they're young, they're athletic. Put him on there, he got a lot of options.
Man, he could do what he want. He could be the boss there. He could be the leader. He'll be the first option again. And he'll be happy.
You saying he don't want to win. You saying go there if he don't want to win.
It ain't about that he don't want to win. Is that he know he's not going to win.
He coming to terms that he's not going to.
He's not going to win on the team that he's on.
So who he going to be? The Heat,
just go
the Celtics, the Bucks, and then in the West, who's going to be the Warriors?
Get paid. Right.
Grizzlies?
Get paid. Get played. Play your style of basketball. Be the number one option. Be the boss. Have fun.
And go and give little baby a honey bun full of honey.
You're going to retire and still like a bad team. Y'all going to retire with a bad team on your last.
It don't matter, though. He's come to
He
terms.
need
like
to give Lil Baby again.
100 bun full of 100 buns.
Hey, some people come to that realization. Like I feel like that's how Bradley Beal. He just got
So
the bag.
look, next we got MVPs. We got, we always check in with our MVPs. We always check in with our rookie of the years. We need to check in on some defensive player of the years too. Some most improved players and some six man. We need to check in on that. But right now, real quick, Quell, who is your top 3 MVPs?
Jokic,
Jokic number 1. Are you putting them in order or just top 3?
Right now, Jokic number 1, Tatum number 2, and I'm gonna go Giannis number 3.
All right. What you got, Teddy?
Jokic 1, Luka 2, Tatum 3.
All right, so I'm gonna say Giannis gotta be 1. He's the most winning of all of them.
He just lost again.
He did.
He keep losing.
He
Every
did.
time
So
you
you know
say
what?
so,
You right.
He
You
keep
right.
losing.
Jokic 1, Giannis 2, Tatum 3. Tatum
number
gotta
4 for
be
you?
3. Huh?
Listen, the
Who number 4
KD
for you?
disrespect.
Just stop. Who number 4?
KD.
Hold on, Quell. Who number 4? Keep talking.
We're gonna have to do this on another
No, who
episode.
number 4? Who
We're
number
gonna have
4?
to do this on another
Who number
episode,
4,
bro.
Deuce?
Just top 3.
Who number
So
4,
now,
Deuce?
what I'm gonna do?
Right.
We're gonna do this on another episode because it's gonna jog more conversation. That's why. So this is what we're
I ain't
gonna
gonna say
do.
nothing. I'm just gonna say 4, 5, 6.
So this is what we got. All right, I'm going too fast. Number 1, Giannis. They got Giannis at number 1. This was before the night. They got Giannis at number 1, 31.6, 11.2, 5.1. They got Jokic at number 2. So now y'all can't slight him. That's 24.7, 11.0, and then
dang near triple double.
and then 3, Jason Tatum, 30.6, 8.1, 4.1. So with that being said, we're going to the next portion. Who do y'all think? Give me one player. We're gonna start with you, Teddy. Who do you think is a MVP snub?
Who getting snubbed?
Yeah. Real quick.
I don't know.
All right, why you think, Quill? Who you got in mind for an MVP snub?
Right now, Zion.
Embiid.
I mean, Zion in the top 10. He in the top 10. He's just not in the top 3.
Well, I don't know about everybody else not in the top 10.
What about Embiid? Where Embiid at?
Embiid is in the top 10.
Yeah, everybody up there then.
Right. Everybody's supposed to be where they're supposed to
Everybody
be.
I think should be there. Josh, should he in the top 10?
John in the top 10.
Yeah, all the ones that supposed to be there, everybody there.
So I'm gonna say a snub.
I'm
I'm gonna say a snub for us is Domantas Sabonis.
But you saying MVP though?
MVP. I feel if you look at his stats, I feel like he should be not MVP snub like you the number 1, but should be mentioned in that conversation. I feel like on that team, he averaging 18
What's his
points,
numbers?
17.9, 12.5 rebounds. He's leading the league in rebounds, 6.7 assists, and 61% from the field goal. On a new team with a new coach, nobody counted the Kings to be in that position. So I say you got to factor him into that MVP race. Not saying number 1, not saying top 5, just I think his name should be mentioned a little bit more. So what we're going to do, we're going to end on that note. We're going to pause.
That's because his numbers ain't good enough.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. What it's been. I hope y'all enjoyed the facts, opinions, and BS with your boys Deuce.
You got to get more than 20 points.
Y'all get with us. Y'all
Ready?
support
Hope
us.
you patch it up with God, cause we gon' bless you. Let it burn, you gon' get it back. These just my confession. Stay in traffic, can't get picked off like no shit and duck. Keep one in the tuck. Wife be mad, but bet she still gon'